Hey everyone, happy Halloween and welcome to Axe Halloween Spooktacular. Since this is the first Halloween Spooktacular that I've ever done, I figured we'd play a game that's, a little bit special. A really Halloween-y game, if you will. We're going to be looking at Super Ghouls and Ghosts for the Super NES. I'm going to be playing through that game all the way until the end. And, you'll kind of just follow along with me as I play through that game, and that'll be that. Super Ghouls and Ghosts is, in my opinion, one of the spookiest, if not the spookiest game of all time, so I feel like it's pretty fitting for... What's going on?
The spookiest game of all time, you say? Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Who are you?
I am Ermin, and I have come to show you the spookiest games of all time in a top 5 format, because this is YouTube, and you know that the people on the YouTube love their top 5 videos.
What is that accent you're using? It sounds like maybe Spanish? A little bit of Russian? Maybe a combination of the two? I don't really know what you're going for there.
Obviously, it is a Transylvanian accent because I am a vampire and I come from Transylvania. But that is beside the point. Let's move on to our number 5 spookiest game of all time. Developed and published by Nintendo, Luigis Mansion, which released in the year 2001 in Japan, was the first game in the Mario franchise to feature Luigi, Mario's green younger brother, as its main character. The point of the game is to explore a spooky mansion and hunt down the many ghosts that are inside, while you search for your brother, the captured Mario. This game received much praise at the time of its release because of its unique gameplay style, but it was criticized for its overall short length for the price point. However, just because the game is a little bit short doesn't mean that it can't be very spooky. The many scary ghosts and their unique appearances, along with the macabre atmosphere, are the reason this game has landed at number 5 on our list of spookiest games of all time. But before we move on to number 4, let's check in on our friend Ak and his progress in Super Ghouls and Ghosts. How are you doing, Ak?
I know if you go over this way and go back, I believe there's a chest that pops up. Yes. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, so that's one way to die.
I see he's having more trouble than he initially thought. Quite spooky indeed. Now for number 4 on our list of spookiest games of all time. Developed by Next Level Games and published by Nintendo, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is the second entry in the Luigi's Mansion series of action-adventure video games. This entry in the series was released for the Nintendo 3DS in the year 2013. 13. That's a spooky number if you ask me. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon follows a similar plot to the first game in the series, but Luigi must make his way through 5 different spooky mansions in this entry, making it 5 times spookier than the first. And it's for these reasons that Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is number 4 on our list of spookiest games of all time. Let's see what Ak has been up to in Super Ghouls and Ghosts while we were away.
Ooh, there we go. Big armor. Wait. When the heck did I get this? I don't want this stupid torch. Get the, oh my god. Total waste of armor. Oh my god. I had the stupid torch and even like still no armor now. This is great. I swear to god if the next game is also Luigi's Mansion. I swear to god. Oh my god.
Moving on to number 3. Developed by Next Level Games and published by Nintendo, Luigi's Mansion 3 is the third entry in the Luigi's Mansion series of action-adventure video games. The game was released on October 31st, 2019. If you didn't know, that is today, but 2 years in the past, meaning it was released on Halloween night. Now that's what I call a spooky release date. Since this entry in the series was also developed by Next Level Games, it stands to reason that this entry would also follow similar gameplay to that of Dark Moon. While that is true, this entry in the Luigi's Mansion series of action-adventure video games takes us to a haunted hotel, one of the most spooky locations you could ever think of. In Luigi's Mansion 3, Luigi must fight his way through 17 whole floors of spooky ghosts. That's more than 3 times the number of levels than the second game, which makes this more than 3 times spookier. It's for these reasons, among many others, that Luigi's Mansion 3 is number 3 on our list of spookiest games of all time. I bet our friend Ak has made quite some progress in Super Ghouls and Ghosts by now. Let's check out where he is.
Okay, alright. Okay, lost my gold armor and my knife. That's just swell. That's pretty swell.
At this rate, it seems like he's not going to make it all the way through Super Ghouls and Ghosts. But did you really think he was going to beat one of the hardest games of all time just for a stupid Halloween special? Number 2. Developed and published by Capcom, Demon's Crest, or Demon's Blazon as it's known in Japan, is a spooky game where you play as a demon from the underworld, seeking to take revenge against the one who stole his demonic powers. But if that plot description wasn't enough to tell you that this game is worthy of the number 2 spot on our list of spookiest games of all time, just take a look at those backgrounds and characters. They are just so spooky, right out of a child's nightmares. The boss designs in particular are quite scary, and I will recommend checking out this game just because of those designs alone if you're looking for something spooky. And as luck would have it, our friend Ak has also done a review of this game many months ago, so it's not very good. If you do happen to want to check it out, I would have a link to that down in the box below, as the kids like to say. And while you're down there, don't forget to suck all of the blood right out of that red subscribe button and to ring the bell of death to join the spooky notification squad. And before we move on to number 1, let's just check in on our friend Ak one last time. It seems like our friend Ak has all but given up, but there is still one more very important thing to do. You know what it is. It's to go over the #1 spookiest game of all time. Developed and published by Capcom, Super Ghouls and Ghosts is a side-scrolling platform-style game for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System that released in the year 1991. It follows the knight Arthur, who is trying to save his beloved princess from the forces of darkness. Once again, the enemy designs are very, very good from Capcom. Super spooky. Do you get the pun there? Super spooky, like Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Now that's what I call spooky. This game is known to be one of the hardest games of all time, and for that reason, many people have never seen its true ending, which is, in and of itself, quite spooky. I originally wasn't going to put this as #1, but it seems like our friend Ak has all but given up his will to play the game, so I thought I would throw him a bone, so to speak. So the #1 spookiest game of all time is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first annual Ak and Ermin's Halloween Spooktacular. If you did enjoy today's video, please consider giving it a like. It's always greatly appreciated and helps me out a ton. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, consider subscribing as well. Thank you again for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Ermin out. Boo! I bet I spooked you. Well, that's it for me for this year, but I'll see you all next Halloween.